So today we are going over Fortnite items that were removed instantly. So over the years we have received a load of different items in the game, and some of them didn't last very long, and most players didn't get the chance to use some of these items. So let's get straight into it here. First up, it is going to be the Eye of the Storm Tracker, and this item was added in Chapter 1 Season 4, but it did get removed after only a couple of hours, so most players didn't really know about this and definitely didn't get to use it, but it was an item that if you picked up, you could actually view the next 2 storm circles instead of just the regular one. So this was a super useful item to know where the future storm circle was going to be. But this item was never actually meant to be added to the game. This was around the time when jetpacks did get added, but they accidentally added the Eye of the Storm Tracker, which was quickly replaced after a couple of hours by the jetpacks, but a super useful item that never actually officially released. And the next item is an item that a lot of players didn't even know about, including myself, but this was the dual suppressed pistols. Now, we all know about the regular suppressed pistols and the regular dual pistols, but not many people knew there were dual suppressed versions, and these were added in the beginning of Chapter 2, and again they weren't in the game for a very long time, so most players didn't get the chance to use these, but a super simple weapon. They were just dual pistols but with a suppressor, and we all know about the regular dual pistols, so you can imagine how these weapons worked. They didn't do too much damage, but they were only in the game for a couple of hours and they never actually officially returned, so these, again, just like the Eye of the Storm Tracker, never officially released and were only in the game for a couple of hours. But of course we can't forget about the Zapatron. This was in the game during Season 1 in 2017, and this weapon was literally in the game for like 1 hour, so 99% of players never used this weapon. But this was a super rare item as well. There's not much gameplay on YouTube of somebody actually using the Zapatron. It's very rare to actually find it because it was in the game for such a short period of time, and the game obviously wasn't as popular during Season 1, so there weren't as many players. So to find some actual real gameplay of the Zapatron is very rare, and this is another item that never returned, so all of the items were only in the game for a couple of hours and never officially released. And the next item was also added during Season 1, and this is the Wall Dynamo. Now this was removed shortly after being added, being replaced with the Spike Trap, and this was a very similar item to the Ceiling Zapper, and it was considered quite an overpowered trap due to how tiny the trap actually was, which made it nearly impossible to actually spot, so players pretty much had to search for the trap to avoid being hit by it, so it was a very difficult item to avoid, and it did get removed shortly after being added. And we've also got to mention the Ceiling Zapper. This was also introduced in Season 1, and it was removed not long after being added. This was because the item was a little bit overpowered. It did deal 125 damage to players and it had a very short cooldown, but also the item wasn't really worth picking up because it did take an entire inventory slot. So when it was replaced by the damage traps, that did then have its own slot in its inventory, which definitely made it worth picking up because you didn't have to sacrifice a weapon in your loadout. But those are a load of Fortnite items that did get removed instantly, and if you did enjoy the video, then don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for more, and there's a load more videos on screen here. Make sure to click another one to keep on watching, and I'll see you over there.